Greetings, fellow gamers. Gid here, and before we get into today's video, I just want to thank you for stopping by, and thanks to all the new subscribers. Your support is greatly appreciated. One of my viewers suggested I do a series on the different hero team compositions in the game, so here we are trying it out. If this kind of video appeals to you, let me know with a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. So, the video series is called Team Up Talk, working title. In each episode, I'll review a specific deck or team composition. The mix and match of heroes in this game is definitely one of the biggest draws. There are just so many awesome choices. In episode 1, I provide an overview of the team and my thoughts and opinions based on my personal experience with the deck itself. Take it as you will. If you have something you'd like to add to the discussion, please do so in the comments below. I'm always looking for new strategies and to discuss with other players on what teams work best for them. Alright, let's jump right in. It's time to talk about a 10-second team. A team that can win a fight in 10 seconds. I'm not on server 1, however with our level 75 cap and P2 power rating, this particular team started to gain traction in our highest arena and Coliseum brackets. Call it what you want, but this team is Woody up front. It's a rush team, a burst team, a 10-second team. This team features Woody, Zerg, Wally, Calhoun, and Kevin Flynn, and it is wildly effective on the offense. It doesn't follow a typical team structure with a tank or tanks at the front. It works best as an attack team. Personally, I feel your defense team should be the most insufferable combination you can think of, then change it up if it, gets destroyed. Your attack teams are always situational, and this team can handle a lot of situations. This team is great in PvP. It can be effective defense in Coliseum, even though I just said don't defend with it. It actually requires a specific group of heroes or a couple key ones to overcome it easily. So if you have a variety of strong heroes, then it may leave your opponents vulnerable or really make them think on what they can attack with if you have some good defense set up elsewhere. You'll definitely want to be attacking with it in the arena, and you may also see it on the defense there at times as well. It's an excellent team for regular play stuff like the City Watch, Surge, going through regular episodes, or farming elites. It really has an application in every playable mode. And one of the best features of this team is it will either win the match quick or it won't. It doesn't waste your time in long drawn out fights, and I think that's something we can all appreciate. So, what makes this team so effective? In my opinion, it comes down to skill synergy and friendship discs. We'll start at the front and move our way through the lineup. Don't get super hung up on the overall power of the individual heroes or lower stars. I've seen this team with mediocre stars still decimate the opposition. Starting with Woody, the namesake of the team and your non-traditional tank for this build. Woody is resilient and generates energy quickly. All his moves, with the exception of the lasso, have 5-second timers. Given that a fight with this team is over in 10 seconds or less, maybe a little more, 5-second abilities translate to buffs and stuns that are half the fight, in some cases a third of the fight. Woody's charge attack, followed by his charm and bullseye, are the important pieces. Woody's charm targets the hero with the most skill power, which means Zerg, Nick, Elastigirl, Mike. These are some of your likely candidates for the charm target, so pay attention to the creep lineup. Woody's buzz disc also allows him to gain energy off KO'd creeps, allowing for potentially a second haste shortly after the first. Insane. That's almost haste the whole entire fight. Zerg. Emperor Zerg, this is your DPS pillar in this makeup. If you really want to see Zerg shine, this is the team for Zerg. The whole idea revolves around getting Zerg his charge attack, which will happen fast. Zerg's scare lasts for a whopping 7 seconds. In a 10-second fight, that is over half the fight. Woody's haste only makes Zerg's charge his energy that much faster, which he will use to rain multiple crits on his enemies while healing off Woody's multiple bullseye targets and simultaneously keeping his energy going, ultimately recharging for another full blast if need be. If you have Zerg's Rex disc, you can add insult to injury with increased damage against your opponent's tanks. Shredded. Third in the line, Wally, or Wally. So why the little guy? His charge attack is a dot with a stun, which will happen early in the fight. It's a 3-second stun, which is 1/3 of a 10-second fight approximately. He also blinds and gives his teammates that extra energy boost, which means a quicker haste for Woody and a quicker nuke for Zerg. Most importantly, he has that nice energy in the cup, which starts the team off with 120 energy, and that's pretty much 1/10 the way closer to releasing those ultimates. And his garbage throw is a nice bit of supplemental damage. Next, Calhoun. She does double duty like only that fantastic sergeant that she is can do. First, she needs that Violet Friend Disc. Very critical. You see that a lot in the high-end PvP stuff. That shield gives the defense and the survivability to keep her team alive in the initial volley that they are going to be on the receiving end of. Next, she has all of her functional damage abilities. She adds extra damage, ending in a sweet charge laser blast. Not to mention, if any of her allies go down, she gets increased basic damage if Zerg can't finish the job. She has a dot that lasts for 3 seconds, which, as we know, is an eternity in a 10-second fight. Lastly, Kevin Flynn. All the support this team needs. His skills do fantastic damage, benefiting from Zerg's scare. He has a heal or a nuke. A shield is immune to status ailments while simultaneously increasing his team's resistance to fantastic damage. Why, he can even cleanse Tia's curse. Alright, so let's put it all together. This team isn't built for a marathon minute 30 fight. They want to be in and out, back home in time for dinner. This is achieved by pumping energy and speed into getting Zerg's attack off as fast and furious as possible, while simultaneously healing, debuffing, dotting, countering debuffs, all to end the fight as fast as Woody can rally them to do. The pros. When it works well. You can keep many of your opponents guessing by reclaiming top spot with this number. It gives fast wins, or dies in a blaze of glory. To counter this team requires a hero team with excellent synergy. This can work in your favor in the Coliseum on defense, as it sucks up heroes that would be useful against your other potential decks. It is also excellent in virtually every other game mode. The cons. This team is difficult to assemble. Currently, Zerg is in the Coliseum shop. The Calhoun and Wally are in the Surge shop. Woody chips first show up in Chapter 7 Elite, and Flynn is only in the Diamond crates. So, unfortunately, your average free-to-play player with bad crate luck will have to rely on patience to assemble this squad. Stuns are also not its friend. For example, particularly Ralphie teams can slow it down or derail its plans completely. The longer the fight goes, the worse your chances. And then there's the mirror effect. If you've been watching the video, you see that my team has been crushed multiple times. You can thank my guildmates for that. What happens when two Woody upfront teams face off? If the power difference isn't major, it will all be down to RNG on who wins. It'll be a quick laser light show at win at any rate. Also, there are variations to the concept of this team, so play around with it and see what other cool combinations you can find. For example, by swapping out a couple of the characters, you can make a version that features the destructive effectiveness of Eve as she takes advantage of her teammates' disabling abilities. And that concludes this episode. Please provide your feedback in the comment section down below and let me know what hero team is your favorite. Thanks again for stopping by and keep on gaming.